do, yeah.
Yeah, it looks super nice. And then Noah looks like he's in his lair.
Yeah, it's been really nice. Looks like it might rain soon, but we have a killer garden going on right
Oh, nice.
now. Yeah.
You guys put planter boxes in and stuff?
Yeah.
Nice, dude. Riley, what are you doing? Where'd she go?
Playing with Sawzall.
Playing with tools? Playing with power tools?
Don't worry, I took the blade off.
Just start playing with power tools, dude. That's the way to do it.
Yeah. Start him early.
I can make.
What else is new, Coop? How was the you guys went down to the farm since I last saw you, I think.
Yeah, probably. The farm trip was really good. It was quick.
There she is. Nancy's on too. Hey Nancy, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm illegally texting to get on the call.
Ah, good, good.
I'm in the right lane. Good thing I know where I'm going.
You said you're headed back from Philly?
Yeah.
Right on.
I'm in there. I'll be back.
Yeah, cool. You'll probably be driving right by Talon's place then.
Just going in and out. But
Sweet. Noah, dude, you look like you brought us to the gaming station. What's up?
Yeah, I'm just chilling at my sim rig. I got my wheel. I got a race tonight.
Yeah, nice, dude.
Yeah.
Looks good, man. Looks like you're ready to rock.
Oh yeah.
Tyler's in too. Tyler, what's up, man? You figured that
Oh,
out
shit,
there?
yeah, I had to download an app.
Ah, gross. Sorry they made you download an app. This is the only way I can record it though. I'm like, the other way is they don't let you record the one in the app, so it's very unfortunate. But it looks like I gotcha. Looks like we gotcha. I think Jess is popping on too. Jess and Coop. Did you just change your thing, Coop Dog? Yeah, that's good. No, what time's your race?
Not till 9, so I got quite a while.
Oh
But
yeah.
I'm gonna drive some practice before.
Okay. Cool. I don't want to go too long, so we'll wait another like minute or so, and then we'll kick this thing off here.
What track are you racing, Noah?
Hungaroring in the wet.
In wet. Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Good choice on tires then. I was pretty big into the original Gran Torino when I was like 8.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Or Gran Turismo, not Torino.
Same difference.
Yeah, big difference. I don't think they had the Gran Torino as an option in Gran Turismo.
What was the I used to play that other game too, Noah, you probably played too, where you could be like a clown car and you would like blow up other cars and stuff in it.
Twisted Metal?
Yes, Twisted Metal. Oh my gosh, dude. I had a lot of hours logged playing that back in the day. Back with my brother. Cool. All right, you guys. Real quick, I just want to say thanks for popping on. I know it's probably inconvenient for pretty much everybody to get on here, but I think it's really valuable to have a quick chat as a group. Real fast, just have everybody kind of pop around and introduce yourselves. Go ahead, Noah, since you're on right there, and I'm looking at you first. Go ahead and just tell everybody who you are, where you're from, maybe like a fun fact, and then we'll kind of roll to the next person and get it going.
My name is Noah McCumber. I am from Michigan, currently in Michigan. Fun fact about myself is I was a collegiate level diver in college. Yeah.
Cool. Nancy, do you want to go? I think you might be on mute right now, or you're unmuted actually. You want to give who you are, where you're from, and a fun fact? Oh boy.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah. Give us who you are, where you're from, and a fun fact. Introduce yourself a little bit.
I'm Nancy. I'm from Maryland. And fun fact about me is that I have a friend who's living with his brother. And I'm driving home to Philadelphia. I can't do that place. But I'm trying it. That's because oldest one.
Nancy, I would say I don't know if that's a pleasure of working with my brother or a prison sentence, but we'll take pleasure. I'll let him know that you feel pleasure and not the.
I mean, I don't have to directly, work with them. I just work in the environment, you don't each other's space.
Yeah, thank goodness. You might have answered the question a little differently if that were the case.
Yeah.
Tyler, you want to go next, buddy? This is where we get like a mic check for Tyler. Tyler, you're muted, homie, if you're trying to talk right now, just so you know.
Oh, my bad. I didn't hear you calling me.
You're good. You want to go like tell the people who you are, where you're from, maybe like a fun fact real quick as we go around the horn?
Yeah. Tyler Grills, originally from Connecticut. I live in Norfolk now, so I'm in the Coast Guard as well. So I move every 2 years. Was in Florida and Puerto Rico before this. Fun fact, Blaze and I used to play D3 lacrosse together back in the day.
Throwback to the glory days. The boys look pretty good this year, by the way, Tyler. I meant to tell you.
That's surprising. I don't follow along.
Yeah. I just get the updates from old Sean Cross. That's why. Jess and Coop, do you guys want to go? I bet there's kiddos there that want to get introduced too, which is totally fine as well.
Hey, yes, sorry, our video got frozen. I don't know if you guys can see a random blurry picture of our tree and chair and me in the background, or if it's just black, but that's what it looks like to me.
That's okay. We'll take that to the bank. We can hear you.
We're trying. We're on the struggle bus right now. Blaming the giant storm that's rolling through. Yeah. Hey, Jess Cooper, also another coastie here. Grew up in Virginia. We live in DC right now. We've been a bunch of other places as well between now and then. Fun fact about me, I'm stressing right now. I can't think of anything. I don't know. We have a farm in Georgia that we like to go down to and pretend to be farmers every now and then. That maybe one day we'll get to live at all the time.
Hell yeah. And I hope Coop, she didn't steal your fun fact, so that'll be fun.
No, I have a much cooler fact.
Oh, nice. Hit it, dude. Hit it.
So Michael Cooper didn't play D3 lacrosse with Blaze. Actually, I didn't play D3 lacrosse because it was still a club sport when I played. But also an Academy lacrosse guy got a phone call from none other than the Sean Cross just last week. Fun fact, I've been bit by a rattlesnake while backpacking in New Mexico. It's my go-to. And Grady's in the background yelling mommy, like always.
Good. Also, getting bit by a rattlesnake, I don't think sounds like a fun fact. I think that sounds like a terrifying fact, but
it's like the good icebreaker.
Yeah.
It ended up not putting any venom in me, so it was just a big scare. We all freaked out over nothing.
Cool. All right, you guys. Appreciate you guys for doing that. I know those are kind of sometimes weird for people, but I feel like it's good for you guys to get an idea of who's all going to be in the group. And there's probably about 6 or 7 people, I think, that told me that they wouldn't be able to make it on the call too. So other people that are going to be kind of involved in the challenge too. So real quick, like, what is this challenge really going to be about? I don't know if I did a great job of like kind of explaining all the things that we're going to be doing. And I think it's really important to make sure that everybody's kind of aware of what this is and what it isn't. What this challenge is, it's about really figuring out nutrition from, we'll call the lens of habit and education. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a lot of, there's going to be like different delivery methods that we're going to be using. One going to be like a call like this. We'll probably end up doing one potentially in the middle of the challenge and then one at the end. But definitely one at the end. We'll see how the middle one goes with the travel that I have to do in a couple weeks. But there's going to be one with that. The next thing that we're going to be doing as well is we're going to be doing a lot of kind of like show and tell on some of the app features that I think that are probably underutilized by everybody, including the grocery lists, macronutrient calculators, and all those kinds of things, and really start to dive into why those things matter when it comes to health and nutrition, kind of arm you with a little bit more information. And then the last thing we're going to do is talk a lot about nutritional habits, which is going to help people be more consistent with your health in general, which is really going to help you see kind of that big difference over time. So what I've done for all of you guys already to this point is I've gone on to your guys' profiles and I have set your nutrition intake. The way that this challenge is going to work and the way that you win points to go towards a score, as well as to kind of be in the running for the grand prize, is you're going to have to take progress photos, and whether you do those today or tomorrow doesn't necessarily matter. I'm going to throw those on to your guys' program so you can do them either way, or either day, excuse me. But it's going to be a progress-based challenge from that, and then also from like an effort perspective in the way that the challenge is going to continue to rack up points. The way that you hit the points is by hitting your nutritional goal, which is going to be a caloric intake or a macronutrient intake, which is going to give you guys points in that way. And the other way that you can get points is by sticking to your nutritional habit. So what's a nutritional habit? I want to kind of break that down really fast, and then I'll kind of stop talking and field some questions. The one that we're going to start with kind of as a group is the practice of eating slower and slowing down your eating. I find that when I'm able to eat a little bit slower, I typically am more controlled with what I'm eating. I'm a little bit more aware and in tune with kind of my body's cues of when I'm full and when I'm still hungry. And also, I think that you end up digesting better. Your body kind of just feels a little bit better and overall. And you can start to see kind of those things really start to help out in general while you're going through this kind of next 30 days. So the goal for everybody we'll put in there is to practice eating slower. Kind of just being a little bit more mindful. The way that you do that can be a bunch of different ways. Some people will set a timer when they eat, help you be a little bit more present. Some people will do like drinking a sip of water. That's something that I think works really well for me to stay a little bit more hydrated throughout the day. So however you guys kind of want to do that, we can definitely chat a little bit more about it, kind of one-on-one on a one-on-one basis too. And what I want to make sure of is everybody knows kind of what we're competing for. We've got gift cards that we're going to be giving out from our partners at First Form. And we also just partnered with a protein cookie company, which is pretty exciting. So they're called Sweet Perfections. Super, super good stuff. I think I ordered 4 cookies and tried them all the other day, and they're super good. So what we're going to do is try and get some of those out to the winner as well, most likely chocolate chip style, but they are extremely addictive and will be actually very delightful for anybody that brings home a W. Again, this is going to be like transformation based. So it's going to be like, hey, day one, it doesn't matter whether you're trying to lose weight, gain weight, or anything like that. We're just going based solely off the transformation. And then we'll let that thing rip. Does anybody have any like big questions about anything that I kind of talked about, what any of that stuff is, or want me to kind of break down any facets of the challenge beyond what I just said? Open floor here. Cool. Not hearing anything. And it might be because you're muted and you're talking, and it might also be because I did such a good job at explaining what we're doing that's the case. Cool. So I guess in the spirit of that, I'm gonna get everybody's program kind of kicked off here. Stoked for you guys to get this thing going, to pop in there, start learning a little bit more about the food you're taking in, why it's important, and really just get this like last push before the summer season kind of starts. Again, it's a 30-day bathing suit challenge. So I'll encourage you guys all, when you go and take your progress photos, I would encourage you to do it in the bathing suit that you're looking forward to wearing this coming summer. So you're able to kind of track your progress there. It's really helpful and motivating as you kind of continue on to make that happen. But we'll be throwing you guys in the challenge here shortly. I'm going to get it done here in the next 5 or so minutes. And then again, make sure you don't forget your progress photos. And then if you have any questions about the nutrition tools that you guys have, there's going to be a couple videos that I'm sending over your way in the next few days to kind of help you get your feet wet, a little acclimated in there. They're only like 5 or 10 minutes tops. You should be good to go. So let me know if you guys have any questions. And I think that's all I have for now.
I have a question.
Oh, hit me.
We were scrolling through and looking at some of the meals and stuff like that. We have the challenge of also trying to cook for children. If there's some things that we don't necessarily see are going to fit or necessarily be supportive, are we good to exchange meals that match either calorie counts or macros?
Yeah. So what I would say too, you could do is you can just build your own meal in there as well.
Okay.
If you want to do that, what I wanted to kind of avoid, just out of fear that a lot of people end up having, is that I don't want anybody to have a food scale sitting around and then measure out things and not make it super simple. So the grocery list function that we kind of built into the app is helpful. So it can like minimize the mental workload and fatigue that you kind of have from that. And you can kind of set your meals and forget it, just buy what it tells you to buy. And you don't really have to think too hard. But in the event that you're in a position where you're like, hey, I'm just going to eat, X, Y, or Z thing with the family this day instead, you can log your meal other ways. And again, if you go the whole 30 days and you don't log a single meal, that's fine. You're just missing out on 10 points a day that you're able to get towards the challenge that kind of go to your cumulative score throughout the month. So just keep that in mind as you kind of go through. There's no requirement for you to do that. The biggest requirement that I would say is progress photos on day 1, day 30. And then the nutritional habits are really something we're going to try and drive home. So if you guys are interested in trying any other habits that you think would help you along the way, please hit me up. We can hop on a phone call or just shoot a message to me in the app or via text. I think everybody here has got my phone number. And then we can work out a better way to kind of address your specific need for what you're trying to do, or break down kind of a concept of, why protein intake may be important, or why carbs aren't the devil and you don't need to cut them out completely out of your life, because that would be awful. And, then you couldn't eat donuts and that would be a shitty life in the first place. So does that answer your question, Koob?
Yeah, that's great. Perfect. Second question is there somewhere that breaks down points and scores and what you get points for?
Yeah, so I'm about to add you guys to the official challenge group. I didn't want to do it early because your wife has been getting a kickstart on getting her habits dialed in. So I didn't want her to start scoring points before it was time. But I'm gonna get everybody in there, have you guys all ready to rock, and then we'll be starting it up. So again, a couple of things I want to emphasize. One, if you have a habit that you want to try and emphasize or you're trying to expand upon, let me know. We can add it to your program. It's super simple for us to do that. For example, right now, Jess, I know that she hasn't talked yet about this, but she's right now trying to go to bed before 10:30 is a big goal that she has. And she's trying to have a protein shake every day to kind of help, supplement the habits that she kind of has currently. So if things like that are interesting to you as well, hit me up, let me know. We can talk through whether it's like sending voice notes back and forth or messages back and forth to try and make sure that we kind of dial that part of the health in. Nutrition at the end of the day is really more about how consistent you can be versus how good you can be. So if you're consistent and really, really brilliant at the basics, you can start to see that, really, really huge change in even a short time, like 30 days. So Tyler, Nancy, Noah, you guys good to go? Feeling good?
I got a question, boys.
Hit me, dude.
So obviously this is a nutrition-based type challenge. So the focus is on the nutrition aspect of it. The other aspect, I would say, to a transformation is your fitness aspect to it.
Sure.
What are you kind of recommending fitness-wise as like just workouts in the app, stuff like that? Just want to hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah. A couple ways you can skin the cat. I'll say one, the on-demand training sessions that are available to everybody are great. Two, I'd say even just getting like steps in is going to be really helpful. It's the way that I think it's really advantageous to think about your health journey in general, or, caloric burn or any of those things, is to kind of think about the pie analogy. So if you think of your whole day as a circular pie, the amount of time that you spend in the gym may be like an hour of that, 1/24th of that pie, which is, a very small percentage. I'm no math guy, but it's going to be somewhere in the realm of like 3-4%, right? That's going to be available to you. Actually, sorry, other way. 5-6%. So like at the end of the day, you're like trying to figure out how can I be really, really efficient, not just in that little bit of time that you're spending in the gym, but all the other time. So to answer your question, Tyler, I would say like if you're somebody who likes to train, likes to move, go and get after it. Feel free to get going for the next 30 days as well. It will help and accelerate the transformation process. But if you're somebody who started off from like, hey, I'm a couch like potato when I'm sitting at home, or this is something that I don't do very often, I would say let's start small. Let's start by putting a pair of gym shoes on and maybe like walk into the mailbox one day, and then maybe you take a 10-minute one with your dog, and then maybe you start to habit stack those types of things, and then maybe we build up to being like, hey, I'm ready for a potential workout. What's something that I could start with that has no equipment, some equipment, or whatever to kind of move into that realm. What I don't want to do is tell everybody like, hey, you must train, because it's not necessarily what this specific program is about. But I would say it definitely will help you along the way if it's something that you're interested in doing. You good, Tyler?
Yep. Thank you.
Cool, man. Noah, you got anything? Nancy, you guys have any questions?
For me,
Now you guys have
for
to
me
fight.
specifically, you mentioned when I first started about eating faster. Do you still want me to eat faster?
Yeah, you are the statistical anomaly right now that you and I will talk more later on. Yeah. Thanks for bringing that up, though. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries.
Nancy, what's up? Are you unmuted? And I know Noah stepped on your toes.
I think my GPS keeps talking and things keep going in and out, so I missed. But I'm only going to say that I just am curious about like I didn't hear the first prize that you said. I heard the second one about the nutritional cookies, but I didn't hear the first thing.
Yeah, so we work with a supplement, clothing. They kind of make all types of stuff, brand. And we're going to do a gift card to their store. So you'll essentially be able to go on there and like, they've got shirts, shorts, they've got like protein smoothies if that's what you're into. They've got green supplements. They've got like Whole Foods protein bars. They've got almost like Chomps beef jerky style stuff there too. So there's a ton of different options for you on there, and you'll just be able to go nuts for the end as well.
Another question, because I'm pretty sure I'm like a grandmother, so I'm 50. So is anything like different, or in the house? Maybe you already did this. Like you do things differently for people based on their age as well as their.
Yeah, for sure. So that's kind of part of the challenge in general too. What we're doing is we're setting your specific nutrition goal based on your age, gender, and kind of all of those factors that are also involved with your knowledge of eating. So we're trying to start from kind of foundational level, and then build everybody up from there. Which is why we're starting with something small and simple, like a nutritional habit of slowing down your eating, and then not really adding in a ton of, mandated movement, because I don't think that that's necessarily something that works for everybody. And you're not, I think actually Carrie, she couldn't be on the call today too, but she's also holding it down. She says she typically feels pretty old on these calls too, but she holds it down and does really well. So don't let your age discourage you. We do work with a ton of people. My mother actually is part of the page as well, or the group as well. And she's nearly 60 years old, so she probably gets mad at me for telling everybody what her age is. But yeah, so you are not alone. Working with all types of people here. So let us know, or let me know, Nancy, too. You can shoot me a text or within the app as well if you have specific questions. This is kind of like a 30 days, like you get to see what it's like to work with me on a kind of like a personal level when it comes to nutrition. And sometimes that can be invasive and kind of like personal, but what it does is it really helps you make real lasting change. So that's what we're looking for. Absolutely. Cool. Yeah, for sure. Anybody else have anything before we bug out of here? Sweet. All right, I'm going to throw this recording up. I'll shoot it out to everybody that's in the group, and then I'm going to add you guys to the challenge page now. But hope you guys all enjoy the rest of your night. I know most of the people are over there on the East Coast. Should be about dinner time for you all. So maybe wait like 2 minutes until you eat your dinner. You might be able to snag some extra points here when I throw you guys in the page if you haven't eaten already. So enjoy the rest of your guys' night, and we'll chat with you guys soon. See ya.